Hi everyone, this is Louisa from She Drew the Gun, saying hi, hope you're having a good night. I've gone off brief a little bit and done a poem, so here's my poem about Engels. Friedrich Engels, born 1820, son of a wealthy businessman, in Bremen, Germany, was where the story began. A gifted student of philosophy and a passionate writer, but his work took a radical turn and his religious family didn't like it. His father tried to squash it with a practical solution, to oversee the family trade from production to distribution. In their factory in Salford, he would make his contribution. So they sent 22-year-old Freddie to the heart of the Industrial Revolution, Manchester, where he would learn the family trade, or where a class traitor would be made, with the help of an Irish rebel woman called Mary Burns. Engels saw both the profit and the hardship that was happening there, saw the child labour, the slums, disease and malnutrition, wrote the first proper account of the working class condition. He used observation and statistics to critique industrial progression, persuaded Marx the working class could be an instrument in the overturning of their own oppression. And not too long after that, hey presto, the pair bashed out a copy of the Communist Manifesto, a then obscure piece of writing that would have a life of its own, just another pamphlet whose influence couldn't be known. They said, to end up with socialism, you can't just come up with a fancy idea. You need to understand how and why we got here, historicise the evolution of human societies and their economic construction, recognise the growth of the capitalist mode of production, that its nature was inherently exploitative due to surplus value appropriation, and that to solve this you'd need to rearrange the root of all these economic relations. They revealed the state to be an instrument of the bourgeoisie, and that the seizure of labour for profit was its guarantee. Named the proletariat's historic mission, the true working class operation would be the universal emancipation of mankind from oppression and exploitation. To thoroughly comprehend the meaning of this act through class consciousness, this is the task of the theoretical expression of socialism, no less. And that's why I write songs about class war and poke holes in the status quo, because that idea never died, and some of us won't let it go. Engels would take the back seat and Marx would have the throne, but the simple fact is he couldn't have done it alone. Engels would lead a double life as a bougie factory owner, but always friend of the workers and Karl Marx bankroller. The midwife of Marxism, history's most famous couple, put their pens to paper, put the class in class struggle. A rich old white guy that wasn't a dick. It's got to be our friend Engels, Frederick.